ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ। ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਟਰੱਕ ਵਰਲਡ 2024 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ। ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਰੈਂਡੀ ਨੇ। ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਅ ਮੂਸ bumper manufacturer out of Winnipeg. So, Randy, tell me some more things about your bumper and what's the use of it and how you get involved in bumper business.
Absolutely. First, I want to say thanks very much for stopping by and doing this interview with us. We really appreciate that.
No problem.
Titan Manufacturing, we've been around since 2018.
Okay.
And we got into the bumper space. We saw that there are other bumper manufacturers out there. And, we understood that there was some shortfalls and some things that we thought we could better improve upon.
Okay.
And we decided to start a company and look at those things where we thought the other companies were coming up short and tried to change them. And so we've been growing over the last 6 years and really trying to increase our reach and gain more market share. And we've done that and come into places like Truck World, allow us to meet the right people in the industry and get boots on the ground and make those vital connections.
Okay. So what type of materials you use on these bumpers? And I could see they're rough and tough, but like to maintain them and all that, like to keep them all polished and looking all clean. So what kind of materials you use?
So primarily, like our main product that you see here, the Moose bumper is made out of aluminum.
Okay.
We have a proprietary process. It's about a 10-step process that we go from, the way that the material comes from the mill to what you see in front of you today.
Yeah.
It's a very rigorous process. I think that's one of the places that some people will cut corners, and we like to stay true to our method and our process. And for maintenance, I mean, it's something that we always tell people. You want to stay on top of keeping it clean and washed and polished. Most of the time, you can pick up any real metal polish will do a really good job. We use a metal polish that's actually from Germany. It's called Autosol.
Okay.
It's one that we found to be the best for touch-up polishing. It's something that we bring to the show. This gets a lot of fingerprints on it throughout the show, and that's something that takes the fingerprints out. So something that we recommend to keep it looking shiny and new.
Okay. So this one size doesn't fit all, right? And if I'm not wrong, so you have bumpers for any make and model?
We do. So we make bumpers for every large OEM. So we can make, depending whether you have a Peterbilt 589 or you have a Volvo V&L, and we'll go back a few generations. Having been around only 6 years, some of the older stuff, we don't make for, but any of the newer model stuff absolutely is available in both the Moose bumper and in most cases the smaller Grillguard as well. Okay.
So the Grillguards, obviously, you could have Grillguard with the Moose bumper?
So they're separate entities, so you can't, like with the Moose bumper, the factory bumper needs to come off or be replaced by this. With the Grillguard, that's a lighter application. That's something that we recommend to someone who may be traveling on the interstate and aren't going to experience some of the bigger animals that you'd see, for instance, in Western Canada.
Yes.
It really comes down to the use case. If you're going to be in an area where there's more wildlife or more road hazards, we definitely recommend the bigger bumper. It's the ultimate in protection. For some people, that's not always the right fit, but we try to have something for everybody to make sure that there's still some protection on the front of the truck for you.
Okay. So what kind of weight this adds on to their gross weight and how much this weight actually, comes on the front steering tires and for the worn off the tires and all that?
Yeah, so that's a great question.
Yes.
A question that we get asked often is, how much added weight?
Yes.
A bumper like this that you see here in front of you today, this would be weighing in at around 275 pounds.
Okay.
We look at a factory bumper being between 50 and 70 pounds, depending on whether it's plastic or steel. Your net gain is about 200 pounds that you add to the front of the truck. But again, the trade-off, adding the 200 pounds versus ensuring that you're protected when you're on the road is a trade-off that most people are willing to make, and something that we see, most people doing. It's something that really, it's like a built-in insurance policy.
Yes.
It pays for itself after the first use, and it's something that we think all trucks should have. We understand that it doesn't fit with every vocation and every different truck, but it's something that we highly recommend. It preserves the front of the truck, and the key thing too is safety, driver safety, and keeping customers' loads moving and reducing downtime.
For sure. I remember long ago, one of my relatives, he was doing Western Canada runs. He got hit by moose. Their truck and trailer end up going to the ditch. And, sadly, it was very painful for the family. They're lucky enough to be alive, but then he had to go through a lot of medical issues after that. So I think this is a good investment to obviously you can't void at all, but I mean at least there's a like a little bit safety added once you have this moose bumper on.
And that's exactly right. Is you're never going to completely eliminate the road hazards.
Yes.
This just better prepares you for those risks, and especially a lot of new drivers, they're not aware that those risks exist.
Yes.
And so something like this will assist them. And again, we talk about this being more of a wildlife bumper, but we've had customer testimonials where they've had protection. Someone's cut a corner too close in a parking lot.
Yes.
And managed to save the truck. But yeah, it's something that we always recommend. And like you said, it gives you, it sounds a little cliche, but that peace of mind. It gives you a little peace of mind knowing that there's something there as a buffer between you and the road.
Good stuff. You want to share your company information? How viewers can, if they're interested in a moose bumper, how they can get it? You guys install in Ontario or you serve nationwide?
Yeah, so we're available nationwide. So if anybody wants to reach us, they can reach us at www.titangrillguards.com, or they can call us at 1-800-695-7195. We have authorized service centers throughout Canada where we can do installations, and we've authorized dealers across Canada and the U.S. And Mexico, believe it or not. So if someone is looking for a bumper, that's how they could reach us, and we could determine who the closest dealer to them is.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so
You're
much,
doing
Peter.
good work. Thank you very much. Take care. Thank you.